G6 Production.
Well, at my school, we actually have a good connection to our teachers. They work as an entire class, but if there's a child who has problems, they literally like work with that child alone. Or like for example, my physics teacher, I freaking love that man. So he teaches, like if one person in the class does not understand what he teaches in physics, he stops the entire class to explain what he's teaching to that one child. And he explains to that specific child basically. And like if the other class, if the like most of the entire class like understands what he says, he will give them work to do and still like explain to that one child. So they will, and as soon as it could take the entire class, he will explain to them. Like teachers like that, like they just, it just good. I mean, you know, you obviously have teachers you don't like, but then like I said, I think at all schools there are like good teacher. I mean, you always have a favorite teacher. You will always have like a teacher you don't like, a teacher you're good with, and everything like that. So
trust me, there's one teacher that I don't like. If you stumble upon our video, just know I don't like you. Next broad topic, we are going to be speaking about the society. It's a society like in St. Lucia, and what's it like in Germany. So yeah.
So
under that we have teenagers and indie.
Where I live, everybody dresses the same. Okay.
Everyone dresses the same.
So like, you know how on the internet you always have like stuff like, oh, be yourself, it doesn't matter what size you are, what age, how you look and whatnot. Like people, I starting to see that people actually like taking that to heart. But then they have like, when I go to town, like I see girls with the same makeup, same eyelashes, same eyebrows drawn on their face, same jeans and same tops and everything. Like they, all of them just looking the same. And now I'm not any different. When I go out and I look at myself properly, I'm like, okay, I dress like them too. But like it's not really our fault. I mean, I try to dress differently because I like expressing myself through fashion, and I really love fashion and I really love clothing.
Lucian breed.
and I just like really like expressing myself through clothes. But I cannot really blame them because where I live, like we don't have that many stores like bigger cities. We have like H&M, we have New Yorker, and then we have Clock House, which is also called C&A. We're getting a TK Maxx at our mall.
Not TJ Maxx.
There's a TK Maxx too.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what it said on the poster. Yes, and then there are other stores because we have something called a Fußgängerzone, which is basically a walk-in place with shops like on both sides of the road basically. And we have that, but I doubt a lot of people shop there. And when people have things that are not from our city, they normally go by train or with their parents, like to other like bigger malls and stuff like that to get clothes or to get items you wouldn't get from where I live. So that's why I guess a lot of people dress the same. But like at my school, I can tell you one thing with like the fashion and stuff like that, especially in my class or like people who were in my class, they dress like really retro and vintage and like really like hip means like cool, like hip 90s and stuff like that. I freaking love it because that's like kind of like my style. I'm more of like a soft grunge because I wear black all the time. Grunge is like black goth clothing, so like a soft grunge mean like soft, like not hardcore, but also like with a little color and more like dark colors like what I have on now. And yeah, so that's basically like what it is, and that's why like I try to step out of my comfort zone. And that's why like a lot of my friends, they wear things that people like in the city or like people outside from like my school and stuff wouldn't wear. And that's like what I really like, because they just don't care. They just put on what they want and they just dress like themselves. Like my friend, she went to France, right? She went to France for as a exchange student, and she said at the school everybody just wore what they want. They had crazy hairstyles, like colors, makeup, everything. They were just themselves, and they did not care about anything. And that's what I wish like would come, I guess, to Germany or like all over the world, because everybody should just express themselves how they want to, and everybody should just be yourself, wear what you want to wear, do what you want to do, and yeah.
Now you see, like in St. Lucia, we like to follow trends too much. Now what's the trend? What's the trend we have now?
The duffel bag type
Yeah,
of
the
thing.
fanny pack now.
Yeah.
Everybody into that. Although it
Yeah.
was already there, but it's coming. And a lot of we tend to get our style from the Americans. We are more Americanized than Europe.
Yeah.
Because people want to wear boots now in the hot sun.
People
In the hot sun, you don't want to wear boots. I'm pretty sure you'll fit smelling in the boots, but you don't want to admit it. You'll fit smelling in the boots. But just the whole fashion, you don't want to follow. You just want to follow fashion basically, instead of trying to dress to the climate. Like, I'm not going to lie, there are some fashion trends that I like, but I know in this climate I would die if I wear it. You feel me? And I think the biggest thing among the youth especially is like shoes. So you find people with like Air Max, something. Like I don't even know the numbers.
all the boys in Germany, they have all types of Nike styles, and my brother is one of them. Nike
Big up
shoes,
yourself, Ayani.
Nike shoes that cost more than the clothes I buy. Like Nike shoes that cost like over €200 with colors I never see in my life. Like, okay, that's a lie, but like they're just like colorful, and like the way they style and everything like that. Like it just like, and they wearing that like every single day. Now that's the thing in Germany. Like they can have one pair of shoe or like two, and they're wearing only one every single day. When it mash up, it's either they get a new one or wear another one for the every single day.
Like, if
Because
you do that in St. Lucia, people will tell you, they'll call you one man shoe.
Yeah,
They'll tell you all kind of things.
but like it's so normal for us. Like you see the same way you wear in your school shoes, like every day for school. That's how we do with normal shoes. Like I have like a maroon Vans, and I wore that shoe like for almost a year. Like the day I got the shoe, my brother bought it down for me. The day I got the shoe, I wore it like the day after, up until like almost like more than half a year. I wore that shoe every single day. It almost mashed up. So yeah, and they don't tell you anything. Like, I mean, I change shoes. I don't really change shoes regularly. Now I wear my Converse more than my Vans shoe, but I wear that like every single day. It have scratches, it dirty, in every like. What's the problem of wearing one shoe?
Like seriously,
I don't understand it.
Even your clothes too. People want to give you chat in St. Lucia for wearing your
The
clothes.
same shirt
The same shirt when you go out,
or the same jeans.
Like what I have my washing machine there for? What I have my tones and soap there for? Not my clothes. Why you at me for wearing my clothes? You're not making sense. You unhappy with your wardrobe, and that's why you calling it.
Like you see, we already straight from the topic.
Yeah, we already straight so far.
You see in like winter. In winter, you don't sweat so much because it's freaking cold, and And now every time I explain to people that you don't sweat a lot in winter, so you don't have to bathe like every day, because you're not really getting dirty, and you can wear like the same shirt probably like 3 days in a row. And every time I say that, people like, Asheri, just so with you, like I don't see the problem, because it's winter, it's cold, you're not sweating, so you don't have to bathe. Like when I get home from school, I normally bathe in the afternoon, but I don't bathe in the morning. I just like get up, I wash my face, yes, and whatever, and then I go, and then when I come back home, I shower again. So it's not like
Two different climates.
it's
Two different climates.
But I think the climate is another topic. But anyway, now we're talking about like elders and adults. What do I have to say about that? Well, the elders more than, let me find a good percentage number. Let's say like 70% of the elders that can still walk or drive a car, riding a bike. in St. Lucia, if you find somebody riding a bike to go to town, to go to work, to go anywhere, they will say that person do have car, what that person doing or whatever. In Germany, the elders riding their bike more than I do. Like I ride my bike like if it's summer, I ride my bike to go to school sometimes because not me and that big hill I have to drive up. And then like if they go in grocery shopping, if they go in and visit somebody that live in like in town or like in the neighborhood, they taking their bike and they go in. Even if it's an electrical bike, they taking it and they go in. They're riding. If they just want to go out for a stroll or whatever, they walk in. They taking their walking stick, they walk in, or they taking their bike and they go in. Like, and the adults, they do that too, I guess. I don't know, but. And like another thing, like with fashion, the adults, like they don't understand like when like for example, like when I wear something like I like wearing oversized shirts, right? Every time I go by my auntie is like, so that's your boyfriend's shirt again, you have there? And I was like, no, that's my shirt, I bought that shirt. And then like they don't really like, a lot of them don't really understand like the fashion and stuff like that.
Age gap.
Yeah, like they always watch you like, what's she wearing there? Like what is that on her? And like things that like, you know, in trend or in fashion and whatnot, they don't understand like that's what, you know, that's like what you like don't judge me. Like they themselves say like be yourself and whatnot, but then when you like actually be yourself, like it just like, you know, weird. Like that's another thing. Lucian's always saying wed. It is weird.
Oh my
weird.
God.
Weird.
Weird.
It is weird. That
Weird.
I hate to hear people
Wed.
say wed.
Now you know, to be honest, it's sounding strange. Wed.
I hate to like it's
Wed.
saying like you see when you say Saha weddy.
Yeah, like wed.
Yeah.
You cannot tell the difference.
Like it just unless you like really roll the R.
Yeah. But
then,
you see, the conversation we're not ready for. The conversation we are not ready for. When you speak proper English, you young kid.
yeah.
That's something. That's another video item. I have a video.
Yeah. That's what a lot of people tell me, like because when my new English teacher we got, we had each of us in the class had to read a paragraph from a story, like grade 5 writing. So when I read it, he was like, okay, good. And then he like said on a whole, okay, most of you guys have the American accent and whatnot. He pointed to me and he told me, but you, I'm not sure what your accent is. And I was like that I just feel that like in my soul. And then like afterwards I talked to him, I tell him, yeah, I'm from the Caribbean, that's why I speak English and that's why I understand it and that's why my accent is like that and whatever I explained to him. And then he was like, the man just freaked out on me like one time. He was so happy, like, oh my god, she speaks English. Like he just like, the man was ready to like hug me and like squeeze me tight as if I was his lost child or something. I don't know. But then after a while, like he started like unconsciously telling me that I have to like change the way I speak. So that's why I have to like speak properly and have like a little accent, I guess, so he would appreciate my English more or accept it more. And like for exams and whatnot, because if I come there and talk Russian in an exam for oral exams, they're going to tell me where that child come from and everything, so I have to like speak like that.
Come from the bush.
And every time I was sending voice notes for my friends or whatever, they were like, Asheri, why your voice like that? Why you yanking? Why you trying to yank? Like, what you doing? I'm like, that's how I speak. That's how I speak now, you know? Like, I don't know. I'm doing too much things with my hands.
I mean,
ready to fly away like helicopter. Anyway, well.
It's a helicopter clip. When I read something, right? The way I speak is very different from the way I read a paragraph or like a story. And people will be like, you sound so different when you read something. But I'm like, you have to pronounce the words in such a way that everyone will be able to hear what you're saying. And especially if you have a foreigner, like someone from the States.
Yeah, they're not going to understand.
I find it's very hard to speak to them because they're like, for example, when I used
my boyfriend.
Yes. When I used to go to medical school, right, I had 3 Nigerians in my class. 3 Nigerians. And I would speak the normal way I speak in Lucian, and they're like, huh? What? And sometimes I would even find myself adapting to the way they speak so they could understand me better. Just because, like,
Wakanda forever.
not Wakanda. Not even Wakanda forever. But, like, just the way they pronounce it. So, you know, everybody have the different version of English. But at the same time, us in St. Lucia, we're so used to saying this and that and do, that one, do. But when you actually say when you actually say don't, this
and do
that,
not, or
do not,
or
I cannot,
I can't, or I can, or
what's another one they
I
like?
can't do that.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
The dog. Let me say this sentence.
The dog.
2 ways. The Lucian way. The dog is black. In my proper reading voice, the dog is black.
Ding 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 ding.
But yeah, we go off topic again. It's just
But
like,
another thing about society is like the black and white system. I didn't write that down, but I wanted to address that, as you said, the Nigerian stuff, because now we're getting a lot of what's the name of that? Fugitive, yeah. My life. So we have like a lot of refugees coming in St. Lucia, like people from Africa, or like what's the name of that place again? Like Turkey and stuff like that, because of like the war and everything that's going on there. Yeah, they come into Germany, right? So another thing is like a lot of people, like it's become a little normal because we have a lot of like, I would just say like black people or like Turkish people just like walking around everywhere, and like it just like it hard for me because when I'm in Germany, as people say, like I get more white, so like it kind of hard for me to like talk to them, plus because they're not like, you know, Caribbean or anything,
right.
So that's why like I sometimes feel bad because I used to black people, like my mother is black, hello, like I grew up with black friends, I grew up with like my entire life is just like black people I know, and it's just like really difficult to like talk to them because like you kind of see them different even though like they're black, and I know I try to be like different with like the color of people's skin and all that, because I don't really care what the color of your skin is, because it just, I don't know, it's just like difficult times, and like a lot of like grown people, they tend to like have a hard time with them because they don't know the language and they don't really know like how our ways are and whatnot and everything like that. So it just kind of like difficult with like just accepting them, I guess, or like helping them out, because some of them don't want help, and then some of them like they are really really nice and like you can actually like communicate with them and everything like that. So that's like another like big situation in our society right now, especially like with the war and whatever and what that Trump guy doing or whatnot. So yeah, so that's basically, and like as a person from St. Lucia, like a lot of people mistake me for a white person. On my people that know me, people that like I went to the place my dad works, and everybody was like, hello, how are you? What would you like? And then when they check themselves, saying, Asheri, you're not there. Like, they didn't even realize, like, that was me. They felt like I was just, like, a tourist, just a random white person that there. And they didn't even, like, understand, like, what, like, you know, people just mistake everything. I don't know. Everywhere you go, you always have a problem with the color of your skin.